Greetings, salutations. Sorry it's been a while, and I explained in my last video there that I was waiting for something to come that hopefully was going to come. Well, it has arrived. I was going to make a video today, kind of letting you know where things stood, but it suddenly just, miraculously, when it got to the US, it moved a lot faster than it was supposed to. So it has arrived, and I figured we'll just do a good old unboxing of it. I'm going to need to explain the product a little bit more to those who don't know what it is, but I'll do that in the next video where I kind of give you a little bit more information about it. This is just basically the unboxing. I have not opened the box yet or anything, so you'll just see what's in the box, and I'll give you a quick explanation as to what it is, and then in the next video I'll kind of give you a more detailed explanation as to why I went with this one and what it does and what it doesn't do and all that other stuff. So let's get into the unboxing. Okay, and here's the box. Yep, that's about all it is on it. It's just a black box. It's a little, just gonna hold the camera here and try to, so you can see, strictly a black box. But this, I ought to tell you, right here, kind of looks like a radio, but it's got an awful big display for radio. What this is, and I'll just give you the basic rundown, is this is a cell phone with a PTT, which is a push-to-talk button on the side, like a handheld walkie-talkie or 2-meter radio and stuff. And a lot of them, they look like a walkie-talkie, and they've got the buttons so you can use Echolink, Peanut, Zello, and other ones, and you squeeze the side to push to talk. It's kind of a gimmicky thing, but it's nice if you're into radio because it makes you feel like you're on radio. A lot of them, the antenna up here is designed for GPS, doesn't really do anything, but this has a real UHF radio built into it. So, depending on where you are, VHF and UHF, 2 meters, 70 centimeters, is what's used by a lot of ham operators. And in Florida, it seems to be more of the 70 centimeters, which is UHF. And this has a real UHF radio built in as well. So, for anybody that's into ham radio, this is about as good as you're going to get. You can actually get another model that has VHF and UHF in it, but that is like a $450 unit, and that is way too much money. This is going to be great. This is the, what is this called? This is called, I want you to get the name right, Anysecu W5. And it is a, I've seen some reviews, this one works good. I've seen the UHF side of it work. I've seen the push to talk work on all the things. Plus it's actually a cell phone, a touchscreen cell phone. It's got an older version of Android in it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, trying to think which one. I think it's going to be Marshmallow, but everything that you use for apps and stuff will still work on it. Plus, it's got a camera on the front and a camera on the back, so it's going to be really awesome. And I'm super excited about this. For one thing, the camera I'm using right now on this phone is really having some issues. So this will actually be my daily phone. Plus, it'll have my ability to use the ham apps I want to use. Plus, it'll actually have a real radio because at night there's a net that I log into, check into every night on a UHF repeater here in Florida. So this is going to do a lot for me, and I'm pretty darn excited. So finally it showed up. It took long enough. I wasn't really sure if this one was going to make it. I've had so much trouble trying to get one of these. It's been ridiculous, but here it is. So I'm going to take the top off. It's hard to do with one hand, so give me a second here and we'll come back and I'll show you what's in the box. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, I've got the lid off. Here's the unit itself, which is in here. There's a belt clip, there's another little antenna. There's 2 antennas supposedly, we'll see. There's a short stubby one like this, which is good for digital, but there's another one that's longer that extends telescoping, which is better for analog, and that's the one I'd probably need to get the repeaters. But in my room, I have this. This is a 2 meter 70 centimeter antenna that I use on my HT, and it has an SMA end on it, and that's the same thing this has got. So I can actually use that antenna, which should allow me to hit anywhere from 4 to 6 repeaters on this radio. So it'll be real interesting. But anyway, here's the unit itself. See if I can get out of the packaging here, because it is packed in there pretty good. Set that aside for a minute. Of course, there is a belt clip, because it is actually a handheld radio, and this is the shorter antenna right here. There's supposed to be another antenna, and we'll find out about that here in a second. Alright, take that out of the way. Alright, What we got in the box? 2 more boxes. I would assume this is going to be the AC, so let's see if I can get it out. We'll take this one out first. You know, one to come out first. We'll see what we got in this box. And we'll open up the end. And this one looks like it's going to be our power brick. I was wrong. So here's your power brick. So plug it in. USB, which means you can charge it on any power brick probably, or portable battery, or off your laptop, what have you. And let's see what's in the other box here. USB cord for charging, and I believe that's going to be a micro USB. I do not believe that's a C. I'll check, but I'm pretty sure. And there's the other antenna. And then there's this antenna, which is actually a telescoping antenna, so it opens up another, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches. And that's the one you'd use if you were out and about and really wanted to use the UHF side. Unless you're real close to an antenna, then or the repeater, then you can use the short stubby one. You know, or if you're not using the radio side and you're just out and about and you just want the stubby one on there instead of the big one, your choice. Which also leaves this box. Is there anything in here? Nope, that's an empty box. Okay. Let's get this all set aside. So, once again, you get the big analog antenna. You get the small digital antenna, your power brick, your cord, and your belt loop. That was all the stuff in the box. But this is the main unit right here. I am super excited about this. Oh, buddy. Check that out. Now, as you can see, this is where the antenna will go. And I'm thinking that's the volume, but it may be a channel switch. There are so many different versions of this radio, but I'll have to look into that. As you can see, camera on the back. This is where the belt clip goes. Camera on the front. Got a light sensor. It's got a screen protector on it, obviously. And down here is your regular, like, phone, green, yellow, red for hanging up and turning on. This is your home button that you'd have on your smartphone, plus your back button on your smartphone. And this is your push to talk right here. So if you key this, you can hear the click. That's how you would talk on the app. So it'd be like talking on a 2-meter radio. The same idea. Matter of fact, this is a VHF. Back there is my VHF plus UHF radio, which you can see the antenna going up the wall. But this is the same idea. And this is a regular VHF radio that you would key up on the side right here. This one's got an external speaker microphone, but the same idea. See, it's got a long rubber ducky antenna, which these, I can also buy one of these, which is better than the telescoping one. So I can upgrade even that, or I can just use the antenna I got over here. But as you can see, this is just like that one by keying up. So when you're on those certain apps that I was telling you about for ham radio, it's like talking on an actual radio, even though it's going through your Wi-Fi, because this hooks to your Wi-Fi, but this is also cellular, and that's the other thing. So if I'm out and about somewhere and you know, I put my SIM card in here, I can use those apps and talk to anybody in the world. I've got a friend that's in Scotland, and if he's on the app, no matter where he is in his, you know, at his house or wherever, out in his car, I can talk to him on the app. So I'm eliminating the need to do worldwide communications via the antenna. But unlike a lot of these, this still has the UHF side in it. So it's a really good combination of 3 things. It's a smartphone. It allows me to have the PTT switch on the side. Plus, it gives me a real UHF radio that I can use to get into local repeaters and stuff like that. So I'm very excited. And like I said, this is just a quick unboxing to show you what it's going to be like. Once I get this all set up, I'm going to go through the specifics. I'm going to show you the different antennas and stuff on it. You can also get an external speaker microphone. I think it's like a Motorola kind. I have to look into getting one of those on the side. But I'm very excited about this. Now, it's not the biggest screen, but it's a pretty good sized screen. And it's going to do everything I want. Like I said, out of my cell phone, which I use to do everything, the actual thing I don't do is make phone calls very often. So this is going to be great. So I'll go over all the buttons and all the features and the cameras and everything in upcoming videos. So there you go, guys. That is the Anysecu W5. And I actually bought this from the company that makes this off eBay. And I got a really smoking hot deal on it. I don't know if they've got any left, though. I'll have to look into that and let you know in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.